Ya.
Ikut aja lah. Sore gue masuk di itu. Kayak asal ikut aja. Yes, boleh kan? Ya, so kalau Destina kami berbeda. Mungkin pertemuan atau pertemuan atau awusan bahwa Tuhan yang adalah sekalian dia itu exists determination dan beliau baca sih hobi itu mereka belajar the definition of the curriculum of Merdeka Belajar initiated by our Minister of Education, Mas Sandi Abdul, and the jadi sih di situ. Oh, banyak sih. I will if I tomorrow. Do it talk with your friends or clients future berbara. Kayaknya udah masuk. Kayaknya udah masuk. Good. Coba digedein. Coba digedein.
Thank you. I think because some kind already give a summary for what like introduction, sorry. Probably I already mentioned about introduction. I'm going to okay, about what Pak Lukman, Dr. Lukman, Dr. Destina, our students, Muhammad Lukman and Shafii, research which actually they are the leader of economic science faculty-based research. So this short introduction audience to the Kampus Merdeka or Merdeka program. How is that to be implemented and what are the impact for stakeholders? And MBKM is an research program for education students that was launched by the Ministry of Education Department of the Republic of Indonesia in 2020. This program was designed to create a match between the curriculum and the world of work and class-based research. In addition, this program is expected to encourage universities to make innovation in the implementation of learning courses, so that applicable knowledge and skill can be mastered by the community. But like what Lukman have mentioned, the changes we know that it is negative. So there will be a pro cons in terms of why it's new program. So we got what we're going to do. We will give opportunity to our students, the Destina and the Lukman. I think I will have to introduce both of them, but of course, okay, I'm going to introduce them. Dr. Lukman and Dr. Destina are lecturers at technical education. And I'm going to get their interview. Dr. Destina first? Yeah, please, Dr. Destina. Time is yours.
Okay, check. Can you hear my voice clearly, everyone? All right, awesome. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, thank you very much, Bu Cherry, for the introduction, introducing our team and also a bit of a description of the program. Honorable the head of the Faculty of Education, Ibu Nina Nurmila, my colleague, Pak Lukman, Bu Cherry, and maybe only us here, Pak Bambang and Bu Tati is not available for today. And also all my beloved students and anyone who attend this LunchTalk. Thank you very much for attending this session. Actually, Pak Lukman will start the description of the program. I'm just giving a bit of an opening at the beginning, and I'll come back again later on at the end. So as Bu Cherry already mentioned earlier about this study, so Pak Lukman and I work together with two students, Numan and Hazrat. So 4 of us received the grant from the IIU grant scheme for faculty scheme. So we work on this study about MBKM, as what Bu Cherry explained earlier. So this is very interesting study because this program itself, it's not quite long, released by the Ministry of Education, maybe around 3 years, and it it has been implemented in, I think, most of the university in Indonesia under the Ministry of Education. And interesting because as Pucheri explained also earlier, there's a pros con and lots of voices about this. So we curious to know like actually how the process happened on the field, whether it's in the side of student itself or maybe another stakeholders like the universities and also the institution who conduct the magang itself. So that's what we're going to discuss here today. This is the result of our study. We're going to give the overview of this and give you the result of this study. And then we are very much open for a discussion on your opinion and how you react on the finding that we got from the result of this study. So it's really interesting. And as your information, actually this presentation already presented by Numan and Hazrat a few times back during the report release of this study in front of the board for the research at the university. And then now it's a chance for me and Pak Lukman to present to you, maybe with somewhat little bit of an update here and there. All right, so without further ado, I'm giving that introduction for what we're going to present today, and Pak Lukman going to start with the more detail on our study. Pak Lukman, the time is yours.
My voice clear to this? Can you hear me? Okay. All students for presenting today to this LunchTalk program. Okay. Actually, what we're going to talk about is something about complexity. We're going to try to explain about the research that we have conducted. It is about the evaluation of the course because I'm teaching a political science. So I think this project is a project to evaluate. Actually, this program was launched by January 24, 2020. Under the same board program application data. And then the Kampus Merdeka, this is actually based on the strategic planning of Ministry of Education. The target is to mix between the higher education and industry, business, and workforce. And actually the goal is that after graduating, students will get proper work. And then also the students will get experience outside the campus. And also the lecturers have activities outside the campus. So actually nowadays we are sector encouraged to have activities outside the campus. And also we find practitioners to teach the campus. So they call it teaching practitioner, practicing highlighter. And then also the electric work experience by the community, and then they will also collaboration between the community with world-class partners, and then collaboration and participatory classes and international standard study program. So these eight are the main aspects of the Ministry of Education. Actually, very one. The Ministry of Education, Research, Technology. Well, I will make it short, misinterpretation, yeah. But so far, if you have a problem, misinterpretation. Okay, actually, this program has a sub-program. The first is internship, second is independent planning, third is student exchange, and then teaching, research, integrated project, internship, and problem solving. And my organization is focusing on the internship program. Okay, if you go to this website, this is the website for Merdeka. Okay. Actually, what I did was working they have done good effort for making it possible. In November 2020, the Director of Municipal Education has involved 200 academics and 200 professionals to map the power faced by students and industry regarding internship. So they have this, I don't know exactly whether it was a contribution or interview or personnel, but they have done it. They try to find out what are the topics that involve you in the two this academics and technician. And from this discussion, they identify 5 topics. First is that for the first problem, students have difficulty finding a place for work. This is the first. The second is the students get lack of supervision for the method. Third is the timing for the internship is not aligned between the two institutions, between the university and the industry. And during that time, there was no quality to follow the program. And also the minimum benefits for the example. So these 5 topics are the best for their creative policy. And then the idea was that the student will face active changes in various sectors, be it in social, cultural, work, and technology changes, and then to anticipate the industrial group to create match between curriculum and industry, and to establish the frequency to make innovation for organization. So this was the idea. What would be benefit for students if they join this internship program? First, they will get 20 credits. For joining one semester, they will get 20 credits. And they can join up to 2 semesters. So they will get 40 credits. Okay? For international students, for you know that in Indonesia, for completing a bachelor's degree, the minimum is 104 credits until 140 credits. So I think this is very important because they will have this internship and they will get credit and also they will get money. So then you get money for those things. It's like 4 million at that time. It's like okay. And also from the first place, they will also get this flight for the mobilization of the students. They will get and what is the benefit for the partner? Partner means organization. It can be industry, it can be foundation, it can be government or institution. So every partner, every organization or industry that meets the qualification will get the opportunity to collaborate with the mutual organization to hire internship students. Can you imagine that these industries, they will get employee, yes, employee interaction for free, right? So the government pays for the students, for the employee. So it's very interesting for that. And also the mentor means the employees in the industries or the foundation or the institution, they will also get money, 14 million per month. Okay, so this is beneficial for the industry also. And there were some pros and cons. Okay, the pros say that this program is outside because it will give increase more fun for releasing students and also you have to just master theory in the implementation software and it will help to adapt more quickly to the world of work, okay, and also creating an network. But the cons say that the internship program focus only on students, not the lecturers. Because when it's sort of implemented, meaning those other lecturers who used to teach for 20 days, they will not have a formal speech for that activity because they will be wanting to the industry. And then some firms also say that it is only based on ministry of regulations, meaning that the sustainability is good. If the minister changes, will this problem be sustained? Okay. And then some people also say that this internship program might take time. Because provide free workers for companies, meaning that it will hinder students which have flexibility from college work. Okay. And some forms of the data probably some family to the institute are far from the extent. And also, the project's exclusion. It goes universities under the Ministry of Education and Culture. Meaning that those students are from UAE, those from universities under the Ministry of Education where they are not able to learn this part. So that are the costs. Okay, for classical framework, there are so many classical framework for evaluating policies, and for me, it took me quite some time to find the perfect classical framework because I don't find a framework which is evaluating the policy implementation, but it is very vocational education because it is about important. So fortunately, I managed to find one from case involved in 2021 actually. So they use this framework. There are 5 concepts: the content, context, commitment, efficiency, requirements, and there are some details behind. They what are the situations? First is national security for the beneficiary, for the parties to fall, the students, industry, university, the subject by government. Second is has the implementation of the policy been effective. Third is in which aspect that the learning from the mission. And then we also did some focus research on gender. Does gender difference exist in student performance during the learning program? And what factors of each score in category contribute to the student final score in the learning program? And how much of the variation of the final score is explained as the academic performance? The first variation is the academic, and the other fourth question will be answered by Destina. My part will be discussed today for the approach. Okay, the significance of the research. This research is very important because it's very new for us. So it's the timing for the timing for research is perfect because not only the researcher has conducted research regarding campus in data or especially not in data. And this result of study will contribute to the policy evaluation. I am sure that education will regularly conduct an evaluation of the policy. So our research will make a contribution on that policy advice. And then it's also useful for commission and from the end of the study because the common is to do oversight of the needs of the police. Okay, the research method is preliminary and complete. So for the preliminary method, I use usually this course method monitor. It is created by student manager. For students who are interested in research on policy, I'm going to use this tool, say, it's called manager. What I like on the tool is it is easy to use, very friendly, and also it's free. That's also in history. Okay, the key part is that we inform for the activity are partners. Partners means the industry or the commission or institution, they will stand for, and then the university stand for, and the students are file for. These are the findings. Okay, this three, the circle ones, those are the one that we compete with. The blue one is the big one with the partner, and then the black one is the green one is the and these 5 are the concept that we discuss. Okay, this line, the blue line means that it is combination between the pros and cons. So the interview give positive and negative response to the particular twist that is used. The red means that they have negative response to the twist. And then the green one means they are pro to the twist that we makes. And then this is the field. If you remember on the desktop framework, I provided a concept and a report, and these are the fields. This interesting findings that you see here. There is some concept which is discussed by the three parties. Okay, for example, the coordination. The coordination it starts by the university, by the students, and also by the partners. And the last is like, meaning that all parties agree. They all agree that there is something wrong with the government. Okay? And then the second is the formalism. Formalism is the rule, the memorandum of understanding, the administrative side, those are the formalisms. And if you see this square is the biggest, meaning that all parties pay a lot of attention on this issue. Okay, and there are some different opinions for the partners. Okay, the formalism is not great. Okay, that's why they make it back. But for the university, this pros and cons, the negative side there, the positive side there, and also for the university. And interesting also for the educators. Educators means about the university. Okay, for the partner, it's for the university, the university is not. Actually, this university is the mean those who are involved in the graduate, those people who are taking care of the storing and everything, take care of the students directly. Okay. And actually, they give some negative comments very elements of the agency. So that's why we call it that was. And there is one point which is all parties agree with the strategy. Not only it's about the policy, the idea of the policy. So all parties agree that this is a very good policy. The partner select them, the student select them, and the university also select. Okay. And there are some other best lines of cooperation means for the commitment. The university says that there is not a mutual commitment between the signature of completion and the partners in the trial. And also the university says that this program has not been based on proper research for them because there was some problems with this. And then the university also said that they should have conducted a partnership. And they also give negative impression regarding the employers. Employers makes this partner because they said that at the beginning we had good communication between the different partners and the but then slowly the communication plans and it's not all of that. Okay, how about students? I think students the happiest party, okay, from this program. See, there are two green lines, and also there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue line. Blue line means they have pros and cons, okay. And then partners. So partners, they think it's a good program, and the ownership of the participants here. And there is something that they would say that this program is open and it's never been done before, and it gives a huge opportunity for the okay, and then they also do some lines here regarding the turnover. They said that many students who have applied for the first program, they then withdraw from the program because they are allowed to something in 2 or 3 institutions. So once they accepted the 3 different institutions, they choose which institution will be maybe more money or maybe we got more suitable for their program, education program, I don't know. But there was a huge turnover. And then the personnel, the partner said that the quality of the participants increased from the first phase to the third phase, so that the participants are increased. And this is the graphic showing about the position of each issue. Okay? So the student will remain in the channel, and you see the part which is left in start. Okay. So these are the examples of the tables of the transcription. Yeah. Because a table from the transcript, I just want to show you how the matrix is tool. So the content is here, the visual is here. So if you have for one, it's positive, yes, and zero is negative, and it's the ID number of the crazy. And this is the name of the participant, and this is the student. It could be located to the university and the partner. So what is the result? Does this important for the beneficial for function 4? Yes, definitely. It's beneficial for function 4. But then has the implementation of the process is effective. Okay. When we're talking about the effectiveness of this policy, then we should check the type problem that the Ministry of Education has come up with their FDG, with the practitioner and the academics. Okay, they said that the problem was couldn't have the difficulty to find place for researching, now it's not that anymore. And lack of supervision, now it's taking care of because now they have supervision. And also the time for printing, now it's somehow finished by the propagation. And the policy support the product, now there is policy. And medical benefit for the justice, now they have to get done. So the idea of Merdeka program has effectively solved the problem that we faced by use of applications and culture and technology. But the program has not met the ideal policy implementation. If you're talking about the ideal policy implementation, yeah. Okay. So these are the opinions. This is example of the why I would say that the idea of the product effective. So these are why it's effective. Okay. And then in this aspect, that the learning program will improve. First, number one is coordination. As I told you that, it's lack of coordination because there is a new policy. And the universities, not all of them understand very well the law of game. Okay, and as we have there, I think Lukman has also knows very well that the government promised that every student will get 20 credits for joining this internship program, but in reality, some students they get only 8 credits, some others they get 10. Well, it really depends on the program, study program. So the students they feel bad for exam. And then the comparison and also the MOU, you got to understand between the partner and the MOE. Okay, the partner, the institution that meeting, say that until 3 months of the implementation of the internship program, then we finish making the memorandum of understanding. This memorandum of understanding of MOE is very important because it's talking about, for example, involving students, are we going to law to join the institution, or how much money you will go to give to the mentors, those kind of stuff. It's all written in MOE, and it's not there. Because of charges, and then the third is the program lack of research. There should be a lot of facts, and the idea should be not enough. Okay. And fourth is this lack of commitment to operate between university and policy and partner. So the commitment is not about there were times when they were like plans to do this program, and then so naturally something the term of rate is high. So the MOP should be covered for it. They should not below the student to submit to more than one institution, because otherwise they will the third of the rates will be doing the time. And then the quality of personal security, which means that the decision control and the configuration, we take care of the government more the other. And then the university or the institutions are ready to the program. Okay, the students say that the limit of the failure or they are really for them, so they learn the academic check to them. But others, no. They so the recommendation will be basically a half. Basically a half in the ingredients. This is the process in class to handle the particular and the total number of the process staff consider the ratio of particular. I think the minister of education they are lacking of manpower to organize to run a program. So they should hire more employees to run the program to put that out for education. And minister of education to coordinate and review the department as much, whether that after implementation. And MOE must be firm with the policy that has been made in the compassionate way. Because I joined the implementation of the program itself at the time. This must study and his country. He said that all students you are going to get going to grades for your result and process and then it's not managed. So the project underwriting. And we must also have regular monitoring with partners because they should maintain the commitment of the partner to the I would report that some companies will just want to hire these successful students just for the sake of free employee, free workers, and they do not really prepare for the program. And then instead of application to operate less than one, they can only apply to one partner, and this application to provide assistance to the implementation of the program to the users. Okay. And the last one, the focus staff prepared is to inform the platform to the user application. And that is all from me for the question part. Now I will give the time to Destina to talk about the problem.
So it's my turn? Or not yet?
Okay, please.
Okay, thank you, Pak Lukman.
I cannot hear you.
Can you hear my voice clearly?
Yes, now clear. Now clear. Your voice is not clear.
Is it not clear? Okay, all right. Okay, next slide, Pak. Okay, thank you, Pak Lukman. So I continue the explanation from Pak Lukman. So after everyone hear about the result from the qualitative perspective, where Pak Lukman show three stakeholders actually involved in this program. We have students, we have institutions, I mean universities, and the institution where the program was conducted. So now in quantitative study, we're going to look inside where the process of the magang was happening. So in this sense, we took a data of 144 students, conducted the internship in one of the institutions, and we gather some data. Here we have several data, including logbook, academic tests, we have monitoring sheet, paper presentation score and also final score. We'll show you the next slide after this. So the quantitative method that we use here, we have t-test, multiple linear regression, also linear regression for data analysis. Next. Next, Pak. Next.
Di sini nggak baca.
Next slide. So for the quantitative parts, if you still recall back when Pak Lukman explained about the quantitative, the research question is actually answering the last 3 questions. So we want to see whether there is a difference between gender, female and male, and also would like to see is there any specific factors among those data that we have, as well as comparing between the academic tests, particularly with the result of their final score. So can I get the slide for the data, Pak? Do you want me to share it from my side?
Okay, you can do that, please. You can share.
All right, let me try to share from my side if possible. Right. So can you see it from that side? I think I need to share it first. Wait, present. Does that work? Okay, so can you guys see from that side? Yeah, I think so. All right. So if you see here, we have quite plenty of data. So we have logbook. So this logbook actually coming from several activities of the student in that internship session. So we have a public they did a public lecture. Oh, sorry. I mean, there is a public lecture that student need to attend, and also simulation assessment. There's also learning journals, and we score all of that. So we have like some kind of a each of the activities are actually measured, not measured, like more into, there is a committee who are like overseeing all the students, we collect all the data from them. So academic test here is actually the student GPA when they register into the program. And we have also monitoring sheet. So within monitoring sheet, there are plenty of items that that was scored here. We have administration skills, the student skill in this instance in the administration, and then also resource management, customer services, orientation, information gathering, critical thinking, data analysis, data reporting and presentation, how they do the reporting, how they do presentation. We also score that one, how they do the collaboration, and their leadership. And also there is a paper presentation that consists of content mastery, how they present that and what is the content of their presentation skill itself, and also communication techniques. So this whole thing's actually scored, and we would like to see how these factors actually impact on the result of or give influence to the final score of all of these participants. Among this data, actually everything was happening during the program except the academic test. So academic test is actually their GPA when they registered into the program. All right, so this is the result. First, if you remember the third research question, we want to see whether there's a significant gender difference during these programs. So we conduct t-tests to examine the difference between female and male participants on their performance during the internship in the respective element. So what we found, there's no significant difference. So no difference between female and male, their performance are actually equal during the program. So it's a good news, actually. So we don't need to bother like, oh, maybe for the next internship, we need to put more focus on the female instead of male. But actually the results show there are just no difference among them. Then I can't click. How to do next? All right. So then we go to the next question. If you still remember the table I mentioned earlier, there are several components. We have the logbook, and we also have the student participation during the program. There are so many items we try to see there. So we would like to know what factors in its scoring categories that contribute to the student score in this internship. So because there are so many items in its categories, so we would like to know, is there any specific among those that actually contribute more than the others, or they all are just the same? So we conducted multiple regression here, and we see each of those. So these are the report. If you still remember the logbook category, so for this logbook category, the analysis shows that public lecture, simulation assessment, and learning journal are statistically predict the final score. So these three components are important. With the simulation assessment is actually the strongest one. So among the with public lectures, simulation assessment, and learning journal, simulation assessment is the strongest factors. And when we come to the next categories, we have monitoring sheet. We have lots of component there. All factors are statistically predict the final scores, but the strongest one is actually critical thinking. So in the point of critical thinking, it's give a strongest factor to the overall result of monitoring sheet. And then we also have categories of paper presentation. There are, I think, 3 components there. And the analysis shows that content mastery, presentation skills, and communication technique are statistically significant in predicting the final score. With this, it is important for it's important for the participant to have a good mastery of the content that they want to present. And if we come back to the monitoring skill, it is important for the participant to have a good critical thinking. And then if we come back to the logbook category, then the simulation assessment is the important factors as well. So these are the things that maybe in the future, that particular institution need to put attention on this thing that we found become the strongest factors, contribute to the overall student final scores. And then next, if you again pay attention to all the component that we try to see, we have the score. All of them are actually the process happening during the internship, except the student academic score, which is their GPA. So we would like to see specifically on those GPA, whether it's give impact also on the final score. We just consider that, let's say, if it's not even significant, maybe we can just omit this requirement. Let's say those who are perform, let's say, less than 3 GPA, they might still also able to join the program, for example. So these are the results. So we conduct linear regression to examine the relationship between student academic performance, which is their GPA, and the final score after the end of the internship program. So what we found here, that the academic performance actually statistically significant in predicting the final score. It shows that 54% of variation in the final score of the internship was explained from academic test score. So we got R-squared 0.0538. So here we can say that around 54%. So more than 50% of the final score is actually explained by the academic test score, which is their GPA. So another word, we can say that academic score or GPA is actually important, or has to be a consideration, or or the requirement for applying for the internship program, because in fact it's give more than 50% factors to the final score of the student after they finish the internship, despite of all the process, logbook, the assessment, the presentation. So these are the 3 analysis that we conduct during the program. I think, yeah, that's it from me. So from the point of view of quantitative result, we conduct a study during the process of the internship itself and see some factors that need to be considered. So all the points that being the consideration of the institution, including the logbook or the presentation or their ability doing the leadership, the management, all of those are important with those specific result, and also no gender difference, and GPA is also important in considering who going to join the internship in certain institution. So I think that's it, Pak Lukman, for the result of quantitative study. I think we can get it back to Bu Cherry. Thank you.
Indeed, it was our first experience nature study on one of the very influential, I'd say, the major policy in Indonesia with Kampus Merdeka. It was very interesting initially when we started and how we developed the proposal, and then how we went for until we would Merdeka with the data and reach there. So it was like everything that we went through was very, very interesting and fascinating, because the whole process, the much we were curious about to explore this policy and see how it was providing tools with the skill that they need to work out, to be professional work market because they graduate. So when we went to the ground and we explored and had this discussion with the students and with the members of the Indonesian Parliament, we got the data, and then we realized that there are some areas that the policies are lagging behind in, and that was a great extent by far our client to Destina. But overall, the result of this research, the investigation was very interesting, and it was full of experience. All the way with mine is a lot. We learned a lot from you before through this journey. It was an amazing journey for us. As Nina mentioned about language barrier, yeah, indeed it was somehow difficult for us to engage. I mean, when we had this focus in the session with the students, they were mostly using Bahasa Indonesia, and they keep us in the loop, and we were there in this whole process. So it was very interesting, and I hope we can have some other opportunities in the future as well. Yes. Thank you so much. So my experience was very different as compared to my previous experience in individual units and then my masters. Because we don't have to program marketing beyond in China, they don't have such kind of internship programs. There are, but they are specifically related to design, which limited time. We can do design. But when it comes to art and humanities or social sciences, so there the internship contingent is not based on in my country or particularly South Asia. But in South Asia, such initiative is also taken by Singapore, based in 2019, because earlier the current state of India. But it's very different than Indonesia. This was completely very unique initiative and very specifically within countries. Personally, it was very good, but I am on the negative side because recently I want to conduct another research on this. So I find that the job seekers they hardly find any job. So that's the research one as well. So that's really a big problem for educated public where they will seek the job. So I'm working on that project. So hopefully I will complete this and will take the research. Thank you.
Both of you gain a lot of experiences. So there's someone said that student acting sorry. Really is correct. What then actually happening rather than other time. Because when it comes to the outcome of work, it's and they just got 8 pen.
Thank you. This is when we ask them, even though they get on 8 or translated on 20, they still have it. Because to have perfect to, for example, some of them they do better, some of them they do Tokopedia, platform. For them to get an opportunity, much more basic comparing so they say that the policy like that, but then they will keep doing that even though it's less than expected. Everything. And also because an opportunity will not happen all the time because it's a very new policy. At that time, those students from Rosal or from Kalimantan, from all of us, who is enjoying the program, and they get applied the endorsement and they get $4 million money also. So those are the sharing things that they.
This is just a regular question. What will say it mentioned that the student will also the money from the Ministry of Education, how much and how much important. I think for example, for the PE, so I will also inform us that the place where the student and leaders also take the money for the students. Yes,
For every student, they got $4 million per month. $4 million during the so what they have to do is every day they have to write what they have done that day. So actually this Minister of Education they have made per month. So for example, in the description of the thinking, there were like 20 mentors, 5 categories in a month. So that's what they have to do is supervising the students, and they have to check the website where the students have input in the website, whether they voted for it or not. It's like that. Yeah. Actually, the system is very good. The system is very good. So they make this website, so the mentors and also the students and also the administration, they can check every day. They can check directly on time, the very progress. But the problem is, these students, they get the money a bit late. So sometimes like 2 months late, but late. So, that's the thing. The benefit for
Thank you, Rajesh. I think okay, let's just, yeah, Shifa, please. It is interesting because about the history of our history, and I was involved with the process of reimbursement for the what is it called? Was really all for reimbursement. Yeah, it's a big hit, and it has been very viral and Twitter because of we are collaborating with academics, and money comes from academics, not from the ministry. So after they input the notebook, the mentors will verify the notebook, and then it will be verified by academics, or they will get they will get a reimbursement line, and it will be transferred to their account. I will make some explanation, and then it is interesting because I also ask from you personally your recommendation after to get those. Do you recommend this program to be continued? If, yeah, as you know that next year will be the election year, and then we might have another ministry, and then another policy. It might be new policy, but as your recommendation, do you think that this program should continue or not? And then about the quantitative analysis, that we use the scoring, the way scoring test is different. The final score testing. We use the final score test. Are you making an analysis about the scoring test? Is it do the analysis, or just using the final score? Because we also some input about our scoring tests to the students, and then you use 144 students to this reason. For this reason, use 144 students. Did they this at the same place, the company, or different company, or what the trading data is at the trading division, or on the by we use for commodity for the profits, or Something. And are they represent the whole population of the students which are doing internship? Maybe that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Please, we know this is from digital application that we know very well as in quality. Okay, I would like to know, so how did they make this sort of as we know that the policy making the actor very strong and we will you asked me whether we should continue for that. As we said that the research say that it is beneficial for all parties. The two parties say that it is beneficial for them. So I think it is very good. And as per January, there was already 60,000 students who get approximately drawings for that. So I think it's a huge massive opportunity for students to experience drawing. So I think also the method is the initial education for that from how to define pathway to make the policies so that they involve academics, they involve the practitioners. Yeah, but then it is a process, it's a process. What I can criticize is why the problem is not in the heart. It's not to be inside the heart because the thing is, it's not very well prepared. Okay. And the second is the students from initial religious prayer also have the possibility to join this program. They still have the possibility to join the program. But probably the students from within all those under the religious prayer and that is exclusive. For me, I have heard why that because the communication between the Minister of Religious Prayer and religion partner has not occurred yet. From my side, there should be an occur first before they launch it. They should discuss and they must have agreement first that they launch the program. That is an opinion definitely. And you asked about the sampling for the qualitative data. I will tell you that because sampling in one institute, so it does not represent the whole population. And to get data, we conducted in 2020, and there was only few institutions which have massive participants, right? So some companies they have only like 5, 6 internship students. So we managed to find a student which has hundreds of students. So I think this is a good opportunity for us to take that from the ground. Okay, go to that. We're going to station. So, people know the story. So we have different activities in a person involved in the internship program. They are intermediates. There are selective tests, number tests, numeric tests, abstract tests, field tests, and variety in So there were various tests which were taken before a person was enrolled in the internship program. And those opportunities, score opportunities, were also written in the final score, like what was the final score in internship. And GPA was also somehow a little affected by which they were enrolled in different programs. But the problem which I found is the person like if it's from education, it's not possible completely that we should be in education and explaining so that is one of the big side that I found after this debate. The fixing a person to a particular area that was not very common during the age. Yeah. Thank you so much for the question. You said something about like, is it the same in all provinces? Like there is an imbalance of opportunities between Java and outside. Our research shows that the problem is students who are coming from universities inside Java, they are scoring high compared to students who are from outside Java, from universities that are far from Java. So this is another problem. And for the policy recommendation, we also said in our research finding that conclusion that it should vary in terms of realities on the ground. If the policy is further to update or revise in the future, we then need to pay attention to look at like what is the the lack of education equally for private areas. Because rural areas are lagging behind compared to areas that are inside. Yeah, thank you.
Another question from the person?
Assalamualaikum. First, thank you so much for insightful and interesting presentation. It was very interesting for me. Actually, I remember an question this other years was our group page 2 also has group research like page 1 because it's special for international students because we come here to learn new things and discover new things. So that I hope we have also that has like this research groups and also we hope to all get support of our lecturer to work on research groups. Thank you.
Actually, every year, and the lecturer will decide which student if they will require the project. But actually, it can be inside. The reason why draft the proposal and then propose any lecture that they will choose why for one because the student or grades. But for next year, we will still set aside the greatest amount of money for to ensure that all the lectures can be done with the students, not only expecting the grants from the research is very good.
Actually, so what we can say, like in my case, we said it was from one another.
Means the opposite is one here. And I think we
Thank you for listening. Obviously, mentioned in the presentation that the pressure with a higher opinion. I just want to research to address yesterday. Yes, it's from unemployment.
Okay, thank you. I think this is the my factor. So, because it's happening, they get three workers, right? These new students, intensive students, they are getting like a 4 million a month, and they can work like 6 months to 1 year. It can be one semester or two semesters. So, the negative side is if your leaders are interested in who would like to seek a job and the seat is filled by those internship students, then that's the thing. Always you want to get from the history, not from the countries. That's one problem. Because the company taking all the resources without getting the hand. That's why you just got it was like the previous student that we had on the ground. There was a student who was
Normally study, talking about it, because the new was programming, what kind of challenges is it? We get in,
thank you. For doing the research, this is what comes for me to find literature review, because it's new policy, but then we try to see some best practices from other countries. This Lukman said for this time how they combine this job, it is really sort those best practices in the policy life. That's the thing.
Thank you so much for the explanation. I think there is no one who would like to. No? Okay. So we can end the discussion. Thank you so much for your good session. And we see, we very appreciate your time. Attention. Thank you so much. For that, for we provide and you can check it out. Thank you so much again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you so much for the for sharing this.
Thank you, everyone.
Atas. Atas.